first ever summer holiday with your mates. A rite of passage for every teenager. Freedom, temptation, and excess.
Yay!
All away from mum and dad.
Absolutely wasted.
If my dad saw me dressed like this, I will not have a roof over my head.
But what they don't know is that their parents are coming too. Secretly watching to make sure their kids can stand on their own 2 feet.
My God, I can't believe I'm seeing this actually.
It'll be an eye-opening experience.
Look at the state of your daughter.
But will it bring them closer together?
We're proud to have such a nice child. You're a credit to our family.
Or drive them further apart?
Oh, she's in for a bollocking just like that.
She won't believe
Seriously in for a bollocking.
Coming up, it's sun, sea, boozing and brawling in Malia.
Swam up, come in!
As 18-year-old party animal Joe Major leaves his doting family behind.
He loves everybody, he loves life.
Golden child's the right word for it.
For one last blowout with the lads before they all go their separate ways.
No parents about, no one giving you rules, no responsibilities.
And art student Millie Butler escapes from her mum.
I mean, I know I'm irrational with her. It's like, if she's not with me, she will die.
For her first ever girly holiday.
Your mum is your mum. You know, what she doesn't see or know won't hurt her.
I think it'll be interesting to be a fly on the wall on Joe's holiday because we'll see another side of him.
No, don't do that. We'll see.
But is it a case of being careful what you wish for, as the parents secretly watch their kids?
What's she doing? Oh my God.
And give Joe and Millie the shock of their lives.
Money.
The teenagers are packed and ready to go. In Norfolk, it's an early start for 18-year-old Millie and her best mates, drama student Holly, Francis, the youngest of the group, and fashion-mad Amy.
Don't enjoy yourself too much.
Be good, be good, be good.
Be good. I'll be seeing ya.
Come on, boys. Let's go, boys, right.
Leader of the pack, Joe, and his 11 mates have spent the last year saving for their lads' holiday. It's finally time for the off.
Let's get these tops out, boys.
With Joe is old school friend Chi-Chi, wannabe DJ Dom, and the Romeo of the group, Deck.
I can't wait! It's 1 o'clock, we're on the bus on the way to the airport. We decided to go for a few drinks before that and we're all buzzing because it's like 3 hours away till we're on the plane. And we boys, come on! Hey, Malia! As soon as we get on the plane, drink, dropping our bags down, and that's it. We don't even want to know what's happening, what's our room like. Bags in, out. That's the plan.
Every week in the summer, over 35,000 people descend on Malia looking for sun, sea and cheap booze. At the quieter end of the town, Millie and the girls have just arrived at their hotel.
Well, I can see the sea from here.
I'm like, is this how they normally give people rooms?
I know they said the hotels in Greece are scummy, but...
Yeah.
Oh, there's hairs in the bed.
I know, look at all of this.
Nuts in the bath.
Hairs on the
Oh, mouldy fruit.
Look at the bin.
No one's left anything in the toilet though, so that's alright.
Yeah, that's 1+.
I think us girls are definitely more chilled than our parents. Just sort of have the outlook that if something goes wrong, there's nothing you can do about it. If you've got no control about it, if you spend an hour, like, going on about it, ranting about it. It's not going to change it. So you might as well just sit on the bed and chill.
This is Millie's first ever holiday without her overprotective mum Bev.
I do fear she'll probably have 1 or 2 days where she's not very well, and then she'll have to realise what she can and can't do.
My mum's one for thinking that no one can look after me as well as she can. I think it stems from when I was a baby. I had meningitis, and she rang up the doctors and said, well, she's ill, and explained the symptoms, and they just said, oh, just bring her in tomorrow. And in the end, she just ignored them and brought me into hospital. And they said, oh, she's got meningitis, and if you'd have left her overnight, she'd have died.
You don't make a connection, but years later, after I've been so protective of her, and so irrationally so, I mean, I know I'm irrational with her, it's like, if she's not with me, she will die.
This is cosy.
Joe and the lads have chosen a cheaper hotel on the other side of Malia, renowned for its party atmosphere.
Yeah, it's massive. I can't believe how big it is. It's like a...
It's literally like a little flat.
It's our penthouse suite. This is Bitch's bedroom.
Bitch, the biggest drinker in the group, and Joe's childhood friend Chi-Chi are in the room next door.
Mirror to check himself out before he goes out. And, you come through here. This takes us through to our kitchen area with our sink. No, it's quite nice. Here we are, we've got a bit of a hob and fire cloth just in case.
Nice. Like it. Balcony.
At home, Joe is the baby of the family. The youngest of 3, he's always been golden boy.
Oh, I just want to go out now. I just want to get out and get drunk.
As you have more children, you do learn to relax. And obviously by the time Joe came along, he probably could get away with a lot more than the other 2, really. We had some enjoyable holidays when they were younger. We went to Filey.
We used to plan our holidays on the children, keeping the children happy, which sometimes we had to forfeit what we would like to do, but you do as parents.
Yeah.
Who won? Me.
We like to drink with Major, he gets it down in it.
Joe's one of those people that a lot of lads would love to be like, because he's got so much confidence. He's got far more confidence than I've ever had in my life. And he's loved by everybody.
Wait, James, traffic, you dick!
Joe and the lads are heading down to infamous Malia Strip. There are over 100 bars and nightclubs all competing to get the teenagers in, offering free entry and alcoholic drinks for as little as 60 pence.
Oh, I can't wait! Oh, look at these geezers! Look at these geezers trying to stop us! We're not! We're not! Oh!
Lads, stop!
Come on! Oh, where should we go? Where should we go? Who's up for what? I say no. Peach! Let's go!
I'll show you the time of your life. I'll walk you home safe from the dark. I'll give you my jacket. I'll give you my heart. So come dancing tonight. She's having the time of her
We're having an absolute brilliant time. It's brilliant. We're all had a few more drinks. Brilliant drink deals, 3 vodkas and Red Bulls. I'm just absolutely living it as we speak.
Joe and Millie have no idea that tomorrow their parents will fly out to Malia to secretly watch what they get up to.
We've got sort of high expectations of Joe, and it'd be a shame if they get lowered. Which, after about 6 hours of drinking and about 4 o'clock in the morning, it may be a different Joe we see.
Why don't we get a soft drink and an alcoholic drink in our 2 drinks?
Yeah, in our 2 drinks, can we get a soft drink?
Millie and the girls are also getting their first taste of the Malia nightlife.
And we want to know how she handles things, you know, and it's a perfect opportunity, you know, what parent gets to actually see firsthand or hear about what they do on a night out, and you think, oh, but, you know, seeing it's going to be scary, because I may want to jump in there and go, don't do that!
The girls have managed to stay up until 7 a.m.
Half an hour ago it was dark. What the hell happened?
In time to see Malia in its full glory.
Cold light of day, it's pretty pretty dirty and scummy. But I think drunk, naked people around. But it's what the destination's built for, basically. What's the night dirty? No, like the nightlife. It's advertised to be this sort of place.
What's happening?
In the UK, the teenagers' parents are setting off.
I don't want to see her having sex on a beach. I don't think she would do that, but that would be my worst nightmare.
We think it's going to be an amazing sort of experience to see Jo away on holiday without our supervision.
The teenagers are at their hotels recovering from the night before, and Amy and Holly have already made some new friends.
Is that how you're planning on spending your first night in
With you, hopefully. With you two. Is that a bit cheesy?
Yeah.
Is that a bit cheesy? It's not cheesy, it's true, honestly.
Oh, God. Have we got to have spent the whole night running away?
Bloody chavs.
The parents have just arrived at the airport. With Bev is her friend, policewoman Yvonne, who has come to offer moral support.
Nice to meet you. You're all right, is it Bev?
It's been a long day.
After all this time, we've heard a lot about you. Hey, Yvonne.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. I'm Clive. Angela. Joe's dad and mum.
Gin and tonic time.
I think so.
I think so.
You think?
Yeah.
By the pool.
Good idea.
Glass of vino and a beer.
And a beer. I'm ready for a beer, I know that. This looks so gay. Come on, Dom.
Wait, shut my chest and shit. Let's get a smudge.
The lads are getting ready for another big night out. There is a fancy dress party at their hotel, and Joe and Dom have decided to go as fairies.
It's like that.
Bitch is going for a different look.
I think them boys see themselves as pretty boys, so they've gone for a camp look on purpose to suit their personality, whereas I've just gone for out and out ridiculous.
I'm guns.
I've had to cut a hole in it for me to go to the toilet, so I'm not sure how long it's going to last. The hole is there, and I've just got to sort of pull it round.
I think we're going to see a different Joe to what we see at home, personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he lets himself go when he's out, but I think he's going to really let himself go.
I'm expecting Malia to be like Blackpool, basically. And I hate that place with a vengeance.
To get to their hotel, the parents are going through the Malia Strip. If they are spotted by any of the teenagers, it's game over.
Should we shut the curtains? Because they might see us. Yeah.
Oh, is this?
Looks like
This is it,
guys.
This is the strip. Oh, there's a big crowd there. Oh, God, look at this down here.
Yeah, this is more what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I feel really nervous because I think they might spot us.
That Millie in that black and white dress? You see, that is exactly what I expect them to do.
I think it's awful. And I know later on, I'm going to say to the girls, why on earth do you want to be here, But I think it's a rite of passage. They do need to come and do it.
Are you ready, boys?
Across town, Joe's leading the way with the drinking games.
Right, I don't have beer. Let's spin 10 times. I came off that spinning.
Oh my shit!
Oh my God, I hate it so. I'm gonna be sick.
So sick. Yeah, where did the kissings go? That's so funny.
I'm drinking beer, some buka.
On.
Let's have my stomach now. Let's get out there and have a pie on the strip.
I only be sick because I know that once I'm sick, I can start again. It's like rejuvenating myself into a new person, and then I'm back on it like a fox.
But on the way down to the strip, Foxy Joe and his tutu have attracted some unwanted attention.
3, 2, 1. No times? No, I can't. I've got a girlfriend. I've got a girlfriend.
I've got a boyfriend. I'm sitting on him right now. I've got a boyfriend.
No.
Come here.
I'm getting raped.
It might just be harmless fun, but Joe's had enough.
I'm getting so worried, mate.
We're at 10-9. That's right. You spoke.
What are you doing? Pretend to be pissed. Where are you going? I'll see you boys there. We'll be in Camden. I'm actually going.
You give me fucking pissed off. Fucking thickness. Got a worse way at you like that.
I'm not even pissed, I'm just scared that they're gay, actually gay. I'm actually worried that they're actually gay. Already. Oh, fuck! If my dad saw me dressed like this, I will not have a roof over my head. Basic.
Next morning, and the parents are going to see footage of Millie and Joe's holidays so far.
That's Holly.
All right.
That's Holly.
Oh, it's dark, I can't see.
Oh, there she
Really?
is. Oh, yeah.
Oh, they are.
Oh, the good girls, you see, they've got the water.
Oh, don't
They'll be on that pole in a minute.
Oh, there's Amy. God, that's a bit short, Amy.
That's good.
Yeah.
Hey, what? I'm glad the
That's
lads
Millie.
What's she got on? That looks... Oh, that little green dress. That's nice.
You've got some male attention.
Oh, doesn't she look
There's our
lovely?
Bill.
That was all right.
That was all right.
Yeah,
you're all right.
So far, so good.
That's
Oh,
Joe. That's Joe. He dancing like me. Oh, he's going to race.
Alice Cooper.
Oh,
it's a
Drinking game.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, they're going to be...
Oh, he's been sick.
Oh my God!
Oh,
no,
has he
he's
been
not
sick?
been sick. No.
Oh, no. Oh, he's
Nice.
What's this bloke?
Come here, you. Come here, you.
No, don't!
3, 2, 1.
He didn't like that.
Don't!
I've got a girlfriend. Bless him. He's coming on quite strong, isn't he?
God! No!
No, don't do that. What's he doing?
What's... Oh, no!
When?
Is he one of their friends?
No.
Don't know who they
What
are.
on earth's he doing there? Is Joe on his
No,
own
he's
here?
not Greek, no.
Joe's on his own. He's not got any mates
Where
with
is
him.
everybody?
What's he doing there on his own with those two blokes?
Oh, no.
Where are you going? I'll see you boys there. We'll be in Camden.
Come on now.
Oh dear. That was a bit of a shock, actually.
I didn't like that, I have to say. Just because he was
I
on his own.
wouldn't have enjoyed
That's
it.
what-
Yeah,
that's
he was on his own, and I think
Yeah.
if
That
he'd
was
have
the,
been having
that
a
was
laugh
the
with
worst
his
thing.
mates, but then when you're on your own,
Yeah.
it's like...
He didn't look comfortable with it,
He
did
handled
at all?
himself ever so well.
Yeah.
He did.
Considering he had a future
Yeah.
drinking.
He did exactly the right thing.
Yeah.
Because that got rid of him.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice.
No, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
Didn't like that one.
When he's walking down the back streets of Mali with those two Geordies or whatever they were following him, touching him up basically. As a father, I don't like that, and I was just hoping that Joe would get rid of them. My first impression was Joe turn around and give him a right hook. Not the right thing to do, but I just wanted him to get out of that situation.
I feel so sorry for Angela and Clive. because I know if that was my boy, I know how I would be feeling, and I'm just thinking, thank God it's not.
This is our room. As you can see, it's not exactly in the best shape. Like you can see, I've still got loads of stuff in my suitcase. Got pants everywhere, towels everywhere, rubbish everywhere. But we don't spend much time in here, so we don't care. Like, this is just where you sleep for 3 hours. She's bought all this stuff, and I've not even used it. I feel really bad. Antiseptic wipes. Probably won't use them. Blister plasters, really? Anodine. Now that is quite useful when you wake up with a hangover. So we'll give her 5. We'll give her 5 out of 5 for that.
Joe might be the baby at home, but when it comes to the lads, he likes to take the lead.
Joe's always been the leader since we've been a group. Joe's got that. He's got everything about him to be a leader. He's good looking. He's charismatic. He's confident.
Joe's persuaded the rest of the lads to leave the confines of the hotel to go go-karting.
Where is it? Down that one, beach?
No, I think. He was the one who said, let's go go-karting. None of us, if it wasn't for Joe, we would just be like slobbing out of the pool.
But half an hour later, there are still no go-karts in sight.
We've been walking for ages because someone took us the wrong way to find the go-karts.
I would like to go go-karting, but it's just finding it for a start and then getting there for the opening hours. Organiser Joe here has cocked up yet again.
First time we've gone out and we lost, so it's just not gone the best. We don't even know if it's open because apparently it's too hot, but we're going to go find out anyway.
This is a quality establishment, I like it.
This is my little event organisation. It took us about 4 hours to get here, but we're here and we're ready. Just need a pint, there's no bar though, I'm annoyed.
I don't want you to be no slave.
On the beach, the girls are checking out the local talent.
To work all day. But I want you to be true.
They're all rather nice specimens. Amy's probably the most outgoing out of all of us. She likes the boys. She's gutsy. She'll walk up to someone if she wants to, or if you do a dare, she'll definitely do it.
Have you guys seen
that was
the Greek God?
Oh, yeah, the water sports guy. Hello.
I think we should film it on our little camera.
Did you see him in the outdoor shower?
Yeah.
Like in Sex and the City with the.
Yeah, I was like this, and he looked at me.
I know, but unfortunately, our guy was wearing panties.
To get a better view of this Greek god, the girls are planning on taking a ride on Zeus's banana boat.
So right now we're about to go banana boating, and we budgeted for it, haven't we?
Just about.
We didn't
tight
realise
squeeze.
Yeah, we didn't realise it would be this expensive.
I know, because
how it
we
comes.
get taken out on a boat by Zeus.
Yeah,
we've been waiting for ages now.
He's priceless.
Amy won't be the only one enjoying the view. Bev and Yvonne have just arrived at the hotel next door to try and catch a glimpse of Millie and the girls.
Oh, is that them?
Oh, who's that? Oh, Francis.
Who's that? Is that Millie?
Shh. Shh. Says, oh, look at Millie, look at Millie. Oh, she's putting a life jacket on. What's she doing? Oh, my God. Millie. I bet they're going on that blooming banana boat. Oh, wait. Oh, it's stuck. Oh, look at this. That is fabulous.
Oh, he's zigzagging, look.
Oh,
I wonder if
look.
he's trying to get him to come off.
I feel really sneaky spying on Millie. It's just the sort of thing she thinks I do.
But it's nice to see her in the flesh, isn't it?
The unbroken flesh.
Yes.
To be more precise. I know parents worry about the children, but I'm actually gone to the nth degree. And it's actually made my life very, very difficult because I feel restricted by it. And I'm sure Millie feels restricted, and I don't want to spoil our relationship. She's tolerated me all these years, and you know, but now I think if I carry on, the damage will be done.
I can't wait to get some pot noodles.
The boys are on a tight budget.
Oh, chicken mushroom, there's only one flavour about it in them.
So to make sure they have enough for essentials like booze, Joe and Ben have found a way to save money.
Well, we need a favour. You need to... We bought some mussels, frozen mussels.
First of all, why?
Because they're gourmet and we really like mussels.
Oh,
and they were quite cheap, to be fair, they were quite cheap as well.
You want my opinion as a Greek person or as a woman?
As a Greek... both. Well, how do you like heat them up though? Literally, is it hot water, boiling water?
What, you're going to have them on your own, just that, boiled?
That's why we're saying we want something to make them taste a bit better, but we're not sure what to do with them.
Bless the woman who runs the hotel. She did give us a lovely recipe, but it involved like feta cheese, olive oil, spices, tomato sauce, and we just thought, it's too much effort, you know what I mean? So look at this, pot noodle, which has already got herbs, spices, olive oil in, chicken, sweet corn. Pour it in that, and we're off.
That looks minging.
Oh, why have you put it into a bowl?
Because it looks more gourmet. Nice little sprinkle of the mussel on it.
Oh, it smells not very good, boys.
That's called fish, mate.
Shall I actually think it's quite nice.
It's not too bad. Got some more mussels.
I'm alright, mate.
Coming to Malia to secretly watch their kids was a difficult decision, but with Joe and Millie on the cusp of adulthood, the parents are keen to see how they cope on their own.
It was hard to come and do this, but actually it was the best thing to do. Because being here has made me feel I've probably not given Millie enough credit. And I'm sorry for that.
It's been quite difficult being on the same island and not being able to do anything about it. Obviously he's 18 anyway, he's an adult, but I feel as a mother that I want to go and be with him and just make sure he's okay.
It's 1 a.m. and the boys' night is just getting started. They are heading to the Malibu Club, one of the busiest venues on the Strip.
When I say love her, you say boys. Love her. Boys! Love her. Boys! Love her, love her. Boys, boys, boys!
Joe's parents, Clive and Angela, are also on their way to the Strip.
I'm a bit nervous, really. Just
why are you nervous?
Don't know what to expect. Well, I don't know. I just I'm a bit nervous in case he spots us.
This is the true Joey, what we're going to be seeing tonight.
Oh, I wasn't expecting this.
That's exactly what I was expecting, to try and get undercover to see him. I didn't expect to be going down a dirt track in the pitch black though.
Oh my God.
With a strip, I don't know, 50 yards away from us. We can hear the music, but we can't see a thing.
It's so nerve-wracking.
Here we go, there's the TV screen. Let's have a look.
Whilst the kids are partying downstairs, the parents are watching on a live feed upstairs in the manager's office.
He's on somebody's shoulder.
Oh no, Joey.
He's on Dom's shoulders.
At least he's not got that stupid tutu on.
They're fighting for the pole, I can't believe it.
I know. Why don't you let the girls go on the pole, lads, and you watch?
They look really happy tonight.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
That's fantastic compared to last night. If only he could see us up here now.
I don't think he'd be very happy at this moment.
We're just above you, mate.
Yeah, we're here, we're watching you.
Tell you what, it is.
They're having a really good time
tonight. It's a fantastic environment down there. I do feel we need to go down there and join them.
Moments after Clive and Angela leave, Joe gets into a play fight, and for the second night running, he's on his own.
There's a little bit of me still wanting him to be my
Your
baby.
She still calls him your baby,
Joe.
don't you? Although
Baby
he's
Joe.
6'3".
He's got to be on his way now, really. This is the start of it. This is the start of his new road in life, really.
You're right, Joe.
No, I'm not right.
Your lip hurting?
I'm in pain. My face hurts. I mean, foot hurts. It hurts so much. I don't know where anyone is now. Yeah, my foot, I kicked Dom on his shin, and it really, really, really hurt. And I'm suffering a bit. So that's why it hurts. My mouth's bleeding, I can taste blood now.
What's happened? Why are you tasting blood?
Why do I taste blood? Because I accidentally smashed a bottle and I still drank it.
This morning, the parents are watching footage of what they missed last night.
Are you nervous?
A bit. Doesn't she look?
They look glamorous.
Gorgeous?
Look at
Oh no, but look how lovely.
Film star.
Photogenic.
Oh, that Francis.
No, Millie.
Francis looks lovely.
Both look gorgeous, look like models.
Have you guys seen? The Green God.
That's a new bikini. I don't know that.
Hello.
What are they talking about? A bloke?
Yeah.
Greek god.
Like in Sex and City with the
Yeah, I was like this, and he looked at me.
I know, but unfortunately our guy was wearing panties.
Oh,
Little
that was nice.
strumpets.
My mum would probably worry and be like, "Oh, don't go on the banana boat.
She said that.
Too much danger." It should be.
Too much danger.
Anybody think I were a bit of a worrier? What, you?
Second's
I feel
not,
really happy
second's
for
not
you,
good,
is
because I
it?
think that's lovely, and I think it's just showing them having a good time and chilling about lovely pool area. And I'm a bit nervous about what's to come through.
How glamorous they look round the pool, the
They do
girls.
look glamorous.
He's got nail varnish on.
Yeah. He's got that suntan lotion that I bought him to put on his wrist just to make sure that he takes it when he
Yeah, but
goes
he's
out.
got nail varnish on, Angela.
Well, this is, my mum thought was absolutely a brilliant idea, but I've not used it.
It is a brilliant idea.
It's suntan lotion. And she said I can wear it, like, when we go, like, out and about. I ain't going to carry that around, am I, at the end of the day? You know what I mean? I'll get a shot.
Good.
So,
She's your nail varnish.
You'll get shot with that on, but not with nail varnish on.
No.
Come on, Joe, get live.
she's bought all this stuff, and I've not even used it. I feel really bad.
Oh my God. You should feel bad.
You're right, Joe.
Oh my God. Where is everybody else?
No, I'm not right.
Your lip hurting?
I'm in pain. My face hurts. I mean, foot hurts. It hurts so much. I don't know where anyone is now.
Oh, he's on his own again.
My mouth's bleeding. I can taste blood now.
It's got a split
He's got
lip.
blood. He's got blood in his
He hasn't, has he?
Yeah.
Has he?
Yeah.
I accidentally smashed a bottle, and I still drank it.
Not as strange. But it's the look. I can tell Joe's face when he's not happy. And he wasn't happy there, was he?
I was a bit upset to see him with cut lip and blood on his foot. So we'll have to get the full story there, see what's been going on. So I am a bit worried now as to what's been going on.
The girls are behaving really, really sensibly. I'm just now wondering why I was so anxious and so worried.
They seem to be very, very tame, don't they?
They're more tame than they are at home.
Yeah, I agree with that. So, yeah, I would like to see something more exciting happening with them, really letting their hair down a bit and having a good time, because I don't think they seem to have done that yet.
Over at the girls' hotel, Amy is panicking.
20 minutes, we need 20 minutes, oh my God.
Greek love god Zeus has turned up and is waiting for her in the hotel bar.
Well, I was joking with our gorgeous Greek god, Zeus, and he was like, oh yes, come out tonight, I'll come to your room, and I was like, yeah, go along with it. And he's actually turned up, so now I'm like, oh my God, what the hell am I going to do? I think you had it past Lisa. Loose? What do you mean loose? What, like that?
No, like when you do it, like properly.
Well, it means I've got to wet my hair again.
Okay, we'll leave it. It still looks lovely, but I just prefer it with a fringe.
I can't go!
He's absolutely gorgeous and he just flirts a little bit. Chill. Hey.
Huh?
Are you actually right?
What do you mean?
Like, you're not actually, you sound like really upset then.
Oh, no.
Because it is fine, we will be ready, it'll be fine.
Are we waiting for 2 more? What time are they going to get here?
2 minutes.
Few minutes? Should we sit here and have a drink? Yeah. Millie, Francis, you are here.
I feel we're not going to see Amy much tonight. I think it's a bit early.
There's some cards. Oh, we bought those cards.
New Greek mother. I think there might be a bit of a language barrier here because the conversation's lagging.
And the language barrier appears to be too much, and Zeus doesn't hang around.
He went off down to the bar with his friends, but he said that he's going to come to the strip later. So we'll see what happens. I'm not fussed either way. I mean, he's a lot more shy than when he was taking his banana boat, so it's a bit like, yeah. So I'm quite happy to have a good night with our girl. He's going to have fun and go downstairs. But I really need a wee, so that's where I'm going. We want to settle.
It's 4 in the morning, and Joe and his best mate Lloydie are on their way back from the strip.
Everyone else has gone bed, right?
Gone bed.
Actually, to be fair, no, everyone else has gone bed. And we're last man standing. I told you at the start of the night I'd be. Told you at the start of the night I'd be the last man standing, and I'm proving it right here.
Dom and Chi-Chi haven't made it to their beds.
Chi-Chi? Dom and Chi-Chi, I was totally wrong.
I was right about Dom. 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 Dom.
French out.
Dom.
I don't think he's at home.
No.
2 hours later at the girls' hotel, Amy's just arrived back after getting separated from the others earlier in the night.
Emily and Francis are already back. Oh my God, thank you!
The girls have been worried about her.
Oh, why are you being worried? I'm fine. What the fuck? Because fucking cameras are on me. So can you have the camera on me?
The time is about 6:30, I think, in the morning. I'm not totally sure. We've had a night out on the strip. It was quite disjointed. We lost Amy for a little while, but it wasn't a big deal at all. Like, I kind of knew where she was, and it was fine. And like I say, it's a bit of an emotional night. I think she's just had a few too many to drink, and like, I don't know. She's thinking things bigger than they are, and it's really not a big deal.
Joe and Millie's holiday is nearly over, and in less than 24 hours, their parents will reveal what they have been up to.
Am I missing my parents? I feel terrible saying it, but I've not really thought about them much because half the time probably in Mali I've been drunk, so I've got no control of it, and the other half I've been asleep.
you're not really your true self with your parents. You're kind of the person that they want you to be. And then when you're with your boys, then you can just unleash yourself a bit, just have a bit more fun.
Right, let's go. Right.
I think my mum would have let me do like all the things we've been doing. However, it would have been a bit more of a drag because she'd obviously have to have her say. Whereas when it's just you girls and it's just your friends, you all want to do the same kind of thing. There's no one saying, well, be careful or anything like that. It's nice just to, it's more relaxed in that sense.
It's 12:30. Another big night in Malia.
Let's get fucked! Everybody wants a bit of the cup!
Tonight, both groups of teenagers are going to one of the Strip's biggest venues, the Candy Club. And so are their parents.
I'm hoping to see them having a bit of fun tonight. The clips that I've seen, the girls have not been particularly dancey. So as we're going to a club, that should be really good.
As the girls warm up with some drinking games, the parents are making their way down a back street behind the Strip.
We're going to a hot sweat. I don't know why I'm getting in a hot sweat.
This is the last opportunity for the parents to see how their kids behave when they're not around. Joe and Millie have just met in the club. And there's no keeping them apart.
She's kissing Joe!
No, she's not. He's talking to her.
It's just talking. Like they're kissing to me.
Oh my god. How big's your garden? For a marquee.
It's nice to see Joe without a dress on, to be honest.
It's not.
And
Has
there's
he got no nail
varnish. Oh!
I want to be up there doing that.
It'll take me 20 minutes to get up there.
Well, that's been brilliant, that. I'm glad we saw all this, aren't you? It's been absolutely fantastic.
I think it's been brilliant to watch them having such a good time. This is what I hoped we'd see.
They were all really happy, Millie's group and our group, and joining up together just like really good friends. Like they've known each other for ages and they just seem really happy to be together.
Millie, Joe and Chi-Chi have had a great time. But moments after the parents leave, the evening takes a turn for the worse.
Who the fuck was it, Liam? Come in with me now! I swear on my fucking life, come in!
Joe's just heard from one of the lads that Chi-Chi has been punched in the face by a stranger and he's trying to find him.
Joe's been hit! Fucking come on! Fuck off, seriously. Fuck it, I don't know.
We were dancing on the dance floor and this guy grabbed this guy in the white t-shirt that was our friend, but I didn't notice it was him. And this other one started smacking him in the face. And then he came out and I realised it was him because I've been dancing with him quite a lot all night and he'd bought me a drink. And so I went off after him, but I had like blood all over me. And then he was like, I'm fine, and he had it all over his face.
Joe tracks down Chi-Chi at the medical centre.
Did he go to
Have a good night. The last thing I want is for you to go out and find a fight. Have a good night. Forget about me, I'm fine.
Fucking look at you, Joe.
Every day, the doctors here deal with up to 50 violence-related injuries.
Help her! Try to get this. Help her! Help her!
Chi-Chi has been told by the doctors at the medical centre to come back tomorrow for an X-ray.
What happened? I went for a piss,
I came outside, we're walking towards the lads, and someone just hit me in the face. And so I stood up and was like, what? And they hit me in the face again, so I went, oh, fuck this. Started getting involved. There's mates. And I thought, fuck this, so I shoved them all aside and walked outside.
I knew that he wouldn't have done anything wrong because he's not the sort of guy. So a few of us were just a bit like, we just wanted to see who it was and just say to him, look, like, why did you do that? Just because we didn't want him to get away with it, because at the end of the day, it's one of our best mates who's been hit for no reason. So we just wanted to get to the bottom of it. Why? I just hope he can come out tomorrow. Seriously, I hope it doesn't ruin his holiday.
It's the last day of the holiday. Tonight, Millie and Joe will find out exactly what their parents have been up to. But right now, the boys have only one thing on their minds.
How doing, Chi? You alright, mate? What's up?
Chi-Chi, who has been at the hospital all morning.
Oh, sorry, Chi, mate.
Bad news. Chi just rang. He has to stay another night, because he's got like a thing on his nose, he has to stay for 2 nights. So he can't fly back with us. James is going to stay with him, and he can't come out tonight, he has to stay in the hospital. They've done this operation, right, and they said you have to wait 48 hours.
Chi-Chi doesn't want his broken nose to ruin the final night. So the lads are going ahead with their plans to celebrate Bitch's 19th birthday.
Happy birthday, bitch! Happy birthday to you!
Make a wish.
Everyone's upset about Chi-Chi's nose and how we can't be here today for the final day. But looking back on it, we've had a good week anyway. And like he said to me on the phone earlier, have a good night for me. So we'll make sure that happens.
But their party is about to be gatecrashed.
I just can't wait to see their faces when we start explaining that we've been in the nightclubs with them and we've been on the strip and all those sort of things. They're going to be in turmoil when they realise that we've been actually following them around for a week.
For this game, you're going to be blindfolded. It's a taste test.
The lads are finishing their holiday just as they started, with more drinking games.
Let me start with you.
Oh, I've got butterflies in my stomach now, and I just want to get it over and done with now. It's quite exciting.
It's very exciting. I love this sort of thing, but even I'm sort of got the butterflies.
I'm going to place the shot glass in everyone's hand.
Oh, this feels so...
There's nothing in it yet. Three, two, one, drink.
Ready?
Keep the taste in your mind.
I'll drink that all day.
Remember the taste of the first 2 shots. 3, 2, 1, drink.
Oh my God.
Okay, now, one at a time, I'm going to ask you what you have been drinking. Joe.
Yes.
What was your first shot?
Peach schnapps.
What was your second shot?
Apple sours.
What was your third shot?
Peppermint mouthwash.
Are you absolutely positive?
No.
Remove your blindfold, Joe.
Oh my God!
We have been watching you since the first day of your holiday.
Live? Literally just live?
Yeah, we've been down the strip, in the nightclubs, haven't we? We've been in the nightclubs. We've been here all the whole time.
We've been to the
Malibu Club. We've been
We've got you on the podium. What about your sun cream?
What about it? I've used it every day, Mum.
You haven't?
I have,
I know
swear.
you haven't.
Shit. What's this? Who's going to wear one of those bangles of sun cream? My mum's packed me this.
Crap.
How do you feel about seeing us?
I'm happy, it's a bit weird, but what the hell, this is weird.
We wanted to see how you behaved on holiday, on your first sort of big holiday with the lads.
Shit then, oh crap.
Right, we needed to know, well, not needed to know, we wanted to know, just like a fly on the wall sort of thing.
Yeah, so we wanted to see.
What do you think then?
We've seen video coverage of it was quite distressing to us as parents, honestly.
What?
Yeah, no,
that incident, you know...
With those blokes, you
Well, with the blokes, that was quite upsetting to me, I have to say.
Yeah.
First of all, to see you in a dress and nail varnish, but then to be sort of...
To be serious about it. We weren't sure if they were joking or not, and
You
I
know,
don't think you were.
I can't even remember.
No, you know what happened to Chi last night? Then you was in a vulnerable position that night with those two guys. They although they were messing around with you, but they could have been muggers.
I can't even
and you was
know
but you was in such a state that you wouldn't have known if you'd been mugged or knifed or whatever, had you? And that's a concern to us as parents. Yeah. We love the times when you're having a great time.
But a good time anyway, didn't we, boys?
Yeah! What's the song? Ooh, oh, Maria, say ooh, oh, Maria.
Oh my days. I am pleased to see them. Obviously it's your mum and dad, but I'm not pleased to see them with my boys in Malia, because it's just like, hold on, this is the reason why I came to Malia, to get away from them.
It's 3 a.m. and Bev is preparing to surprise Millie.
I'm nervous now.
What do you think she's going to say?
I haven't a clue. In fact, I didn't even think about it until you said.
I know, I've worried you.
You've really worried me about that, because I didn't think that Millie would be cross.
Well, you know better than I do.
Well, I know, but you've set me thinking now. I don't think she's going to turn around and say, get lost.
No.
And if she does, can you pick me up at the floor?
I will.
Millie and the girls are determined to make their last night in Malia one to remember.
No, I don't think my mum would like this trip at all. She'd say everyone was uncouth, which I guess they are. You just got to go with it.
Mum's about to see for herself. She's on the strip and heading towards Millie.
X Factor! Hey! Let me give you a fucking mangina, Sheree.
I don't know, I didn't look.
All right, okay. Are we ready for this?
I am.
Shit! I knew this was it. We were right.
Listen, you have no idea. Do you know how long I've been here?
How long?
5 days.
What? You've been here the whole time? You never went to Malta?
I've seen you on a banana boat. What? I was hiding behind the thing with binoculars.
Oh my God! Did you just say that?
Guess where I went last night?
Candy! We were there.
We were there.
Did you see us?
You've been watching you.
We've been ducking and diving.
Are you cross with me?
No.
I thought you might have been.
Where's the jar?
No, listen.
Wendy.
Listen. I mean, I did it because I thought if there's a problem, then I can be there. So if it had been you that had been smashed in the face, I'd have been able to come. But no, I've done it. I'm not going to do it again because actually you're fine.
Please don't do this on another holiday.
But actually, seeing what you've done and how you've coped, I'm really proud of you. I don't have to bother, do I? Aww.
The next day, and Clive and Angela are catching up with Joe before they fly home.
I was absolutely shocked to see him. When I took the blindfold off, I just thought, oh no. I honestly didn't know what to do. I never saw it coming.
I've been a fly on a wall, and I don't know if I'd want to be a fly on a wall again, but we've had an insight into your sort of holiday, what you enjoy, how you get on with your friends.
We're proud to have such a nice child that we brought up, and you're a credit to our family. We're so proud of you this week.
Once I come over, I'll probably cry, but thank you.
After a week of watching Millie from afar, Bev's finally getting some mother-daughter time.
Being able to see you this week from a distance, I've seen you completely differently. The difference is, at home in our house, I saw you as my child.
That's what I mean.
But seeing you here, I saw you as an adult.
Yeah. Well, I think this experience has been brilliant timing because
I am on the cusp of everything that's going to start happening, like moving into my new house, and you won't know where I am all the time. And actually, I'd be fine, but you wouldn't. I think you've got more out of this experience than I have.
You were always mine. When you were born, you were always mine. And you have been the only thing that's been constant in my life. When you were born, my mum said, that Bev will never be on her own again.
And you won't.
No, I won't. And that's why it's been so hard to let you go.
Give you a hug.
I told you a hug, didn't I?
Don't get mascara on my top though.
I love you, do you know that?
Yeah, I love you too.
Next time, it's high thrills, dancing, snogging,
You need to put them boobs away.
and getting busted with your pants down on Party Island, Ibiza.
Our Dangerous Pleasure season continues tomorrow at 9 when we uncover the controversial world of music videos and meet the dancers desperate to star in them. Keep it 3 next tonight for How Not to Live Your Life.